Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been paying even a little bit of attention to the tech world lately, you know things are moving ridiculously fast. But hey, we're not just talking about some shiny new app today. We are literally diving into a massive, seismic shift in our everyday economic reality. It's this fundamental restructuring of how wealth is distributed, and it's being called the Great AI Wealth Divide. So let's jump right in. This striking concept from our source material perfectly captures the absolute tale of two cities we're exploring today. How AI is creating millionaires while others fall behind. This isn't some far-off prediction for 2035, right? This is an active, dual reality happening simultaneously in our economy right now. AI isn't just this neat tool that might make you some money down the line. It's actively drawing a massive line in the sand, splitting the future into two incredibly different paths. Okay, Section 1, the Great AI Wealth Divide. So we are officially entering the era of the artificial wealth divide. And it's kind of a brilliant paradox when you think about it. The intelligence driving this whole shift, artificial, but the massive wealth gap it's creating, oh, that is incredibly, undeniably real. On one side, you've got this highly specific subset of wealth creators using AI to scale at just mind-blowing speeds. And on the flip side is, well, the broader public. The technology itself is acting like this massive wedge, driving these two groups further apart every single day. Moving right along to Section 2, creating new AI millionaires. You see, the source text makes it crystal clear. AI is not just a handy software update. It is a massive, supercharged wealth accelerator for the people who actually know how to wield it. Think about how a literal accelerator works in a car. It takes your current speed and exponentially multiplies it. For those people who are stepping on the gas, using AI to automate complex workflows, whip up thousands of lines of code in seconds, or analyze crazy amounts of data overnight, their ability to capture market share is just going into absolute overdrive. We're seeing new millionaires minted rapidly, simply because one group figured out how to do the work of 100 people in a fraction of the time. But what happens to everyone else? Section 3. Why others fall behind. It's an incredibly stark juxtaposition presented in the text. Astronomical, high-flying success directly contrasted with economic stagnation. And notice how the word others doesn't single out a specific industry or a specific demographic. It's a sweeping reality. Basically, if you aren't actively in that group creating wealth with AI, you just default into the group falling behind. In an economy moving this ridiculously fast, simply standing still means you're actually losing ground. Your output stays the exact same, but the market standard, it just skyrocketed. Now, let's keep a grounded look at this. Falling behind in an AI-driven economy doesn't necessarily mean some dramatic overnight crash for a business or an individual. Actually, scratch that. It's more like a structural leaving behind. As the frontier of what's possible, and more importantly, what's profitable, moves rapidly forward, the folks without access to AI simply cannot maintain their relative economic standing. The baseline of the entire economy literally shifts upwards, and they get stranded down there on the old baseline. What we used to consider a highly productive day's work, boom, suddenly obsolete when you compare it to the output of a competitor using AI. Let's synthesize all of this in Section 4, the artificial gap. To really grasp the trajectory of this gap, we have to look at how it builds conceptually. Step 1 is the pre-AI baseline. Now, obviously, we've always had economic inequality, but there was a natural physical speed limit to human productivity, right? Then we hit Step 2. AI is introduced as the catalyst. It's exactly like in chemistry. You add the catalyst, and the reaction happens at just blistering speed, which abruptly dumps us into Step 3, the resulting wealth divide. Because this catalyst isn't applied evenly across the workforce, the economic trajectory just violently splits into two distinct paths, almost overnight. So, when we combine all these crucial elements from our source, an AI engine creating unprecedented millionaires while simultaneously leaving the majority behind, we arrive at what's being termed the Great Wealth Gap. And that specific word choice, that is absolutely deliberate. Think of the Great Depression, the Great Recession. This isn't just a minor market hiccup or some passing tech fad. We are talking about a massive, historically significant restructuring of global wealth. The rules of the whole game are literally being rewritten in real time. A powerful catalyst has hit the market, and it is splitting the economy in two. That's the objective, undeniable reality of the era we're walking into right now. So we're going to wrap up this explainer with a pretty provocative question, one you really need to ponder. In the Great AI Wealth Divide, where will you stand? Given the clear choice between rapid acceleration and falling behind, well, it's definitely time to seriously look at your own skill sets and strategy in this brand new economic landscape. Thanks for joining me, and keep